Pitchers and catchers have reported to spring training, and the MLB season is right around the corner. But some notable players, like Manny Machado and Bryce Harper, are still available, while others, like Realmuto, are on the move. I'm joined by Zach Cioffi and Luis Mueller to discuss these stories. So, Zach, let's start off with you. So tell us, why haven't Machado and Harper found a home yet?
I think for a little different reasons, but at the same time, they have the same agent, Scott Boras. He's the type of guy that he's going to get his money. He's going to get his players' money no matter what. He's not going to settle. So they'll take this right up to spring training, I believe, until Scott Boras gets his money. But I think Machado really wants to go to the Yankees. I don't think the Yankees really want him necessarily. I think they have a filled infield right now, young talent. As far as Harper, he wants a 10-year contract, as like Machado does, but I think GM's a little hesitant to give 10-year contracts. I mean, the Pujols experiment didn't work out. Hosman only 1 year in. People in San Diego were complaining about that.
And Ellsbury with the Yankees, the long-term deal that they signed once he left the Red Sox. Jason Hayward, Yu Darvish, all those long-term deals really fell through. And I think the general manager's seen this, and they kind of are scared. They're really afraid to sign these long-term deals because they're not sure that these superstars are going to be able to perform as they did before now. I
mean, both of them are 26, I believe, and like 10-year contract, 36.
It's iffy.
If I'm a GM, I'm giving them 5 6 years, take them to the 31, 32-year season.
And they want that 10-year deal at like $350 million, and I don't think anyone's going to have the cap space and the guts to actually dish that out to them.
So we talk about guts. So where do you actually think that, let's start with Machado. Where do you think that he will land, Luis?
All right, so no one really knows where he's going. There's a lot of rumors that he's going one place, and then the next day you get another rumor that he's going to the White Sox, then he's going to the Phils, and then the Yanks. So I'm just going to say the Yanks for now because no one's going to sign him to a long-year deal. It's going to tie back to the philosophy. No one wants to sign him to that long-year deal, so he's not going to get the money he wants, especially in this market now, this year. So the Yankees are going to sign him to a 1-year deal at about $35 million this year just to test him out, see how it goes. And then he goes into a market with Nolan Arenado, Brian Dozier, Xander Bogaerts, and Didi Gregorius. And those are just shortstops, to say the least. You got Justin Verlander in the market next year as well. So that also puts the money higher, and he's going to be able to sign a bigger contract like the one he wants.
I think right now Machado's best option is the White Sox. I think they've given him the best contract, but I believe he has no desire to go to the White Sox. I think he wants to win a championship. I think that's why the Yankees are his top choice. However, I can see the Padres. The Padres were a team that jumped in late to this Machado sweepstakes. I mean, you think of an infield with Tatis Jr., Hosmer, Machado. That's exciting for San Diego. Really hasn't had a good team in a while. So I could see him go to San Diego.
We talk about exciting. Bryce Harper is also extremely exciting. Where do you think he's going, Luis?
I'm going to have to say Philadelphia. As much as I hate to say it, he's going to the Phils. Mainly because he loved Philadelphia and he loves the spotlight. He really loves the spotlight. And if there's no bigger spotlight than Philly, other than New York, of course. You know, the Yankees have the best spotlight. But Philly has a big spotlight. He loves the spotlight, and he's going to shine there.
What about you, Zach?
I could definitely see him in Philadelphia. That's definitely a great possibility. Bryce Harper's from the western part of the United States. The Giants have shown some interest lately. The Giants said straight up, we're not going long-term deal. Like, we'll give they offered a very good short-term contract. So I think once Harper and Boras finally get over it, they're not going to get a long-term deal. They're going to go short-term. I think he's going to San Francisco.
The Phillies are going to offer him a long-term deal, and I think that's where they're going to get the Giants. They're going to beat the Giants in the long-term deal.
Well, speaking of Phillies, Luis, tell us, what are your thoughts on the Phillies acquiring Realmuto?
I love it. Absolutely love the move. They had a choice between JT Realmuto and Yasmani Grandal, and I think JT Realmuto was the perfect choice. He's younger, he's cheaper, and he has control. He has arbitration for 1 more year. So they have control for him over 2 years. He has a $5.6 million contract versus a $16 million contract in Yasmani Grandal. And his numbers away from Miami are stellar. His slash line is 309, 356, and 492 away from Miami.
All right, Zach, what you got for us?
There's no question. JT Realmuto, great player, top 5 catcher, top 3 catcher maybe. But I would went Yasmani Grandal personally. I would have spent the extra money to keep the 2 pitching prospects they gave up. I think the ceiling of those pitching prospects could come back to bite them. And Yasmani Grandal is a switch hitter. And if you look at fan graphs, their WAR, JT Realmuto was first, Yasmani Grandal was right behind him second. I would have spent a little money, kept the prospects, given Yasmani Grandal.
Realmuto is cheaper, so now they can afford Harper. They already have Aaron Nola as their ace, so now they're making a playoff push, a World Series push nonetheless, because they missed the playoffs by a game and a half or something like that last year.
If they get Harper, then sure, I could see a great move if that's the money, but it's what, $10 million a year? I don't know if that's going to be the money that's going to get them Bryce Harper necessarily.
Well, a lot of uncertainties, but one thing that is certain, great blog. That's all the time we have for us here on 101 Sports. But be sure to check us out on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. From all of us here at the studio, whose side are you on?